Hi there, it's Simon here from SPJones Hypnotherapy, and today I'm going to talk about meditation. Now, meditation has lots of benefits. It has been tested and proven to help both the psychological and physical health of individuals who practice it regularly. Now, there are lots of misconceptions about meditation. That you have to be sat there going hum, or sat in a lotus position with your legs and your arms crossed going hum. Yeah. Nothing could be further from the truth. Really, it's about focus. Similar to hypnosis, which understandably I've got a great deal of interest in, it's about changing from one state of focus to another. And by focusing on a particular thing or things, it allows your mind to quieten, to get in effect as close to a rest as your mind can get, because your brain is always active. And it allows you to recover both psychologically and physically from the stresses of the day. So it's a good exercise to do. Now, there are many ways to meditate. There really are lots of meditative practices. Some are incredibly simple, some are very complicated. For the purpose of this talk, I'm just going to talk through one very simple way. Now, in practice, and as I explain it, this sounds like a very easy thing to do. But as you go ahead and try this meditation, you'll find that actually it's a little bit harder than you may have thought. But as with every skill in life, practice makes better. And you have to keep at it, and you have to keep trying, and you will find that if you keep meditating, if you keep following this exercise, the benefits are very many and worthwhile. Now, on to the main point. How do we meditate? A simple way is you don't have to sit down in a lotus position. You can sit down on a chair, you can sit down on the floor on a cushion, you can lie on your bed, you can lie down on the sofa. Just make yourself comfortable. The second thing is, while you're meditating, you can move around as much as you need to make yourself comfortable. Don't feel that you have to be like a statue and stay still. So by all means, adjust yourself as you need to while meditating to stay as comfortable as possible. Now, what are we doing while we're meditating? For this simple meditation exercise, all we're doing is counting to 4 in circles. So literally from 1, 2, 3, 4, then starting again at 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what I want you to do is do this counting as you're breathing. So on every exhale, every breathe out, every breath out, you just count a number. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and then just try and slow down your breathing, but not forcing yourself to hold your breath in any way. Just allow yourself to relax and allow that breathing just to slow down. So as you keep going, and that's 4, and then when you get to 4, on the next exhale, as you go, start back at 1, and just keep on the number counting. Now, this sounds an incredibly simple thing to do, but you'll find as you're doing this, start off at a low time, do this for 5 minutes. As you get better, increase your time to 10 minutes or even 15 minutes. And try and do this 2 to 3 times a day, every day. We all think we're too busy to fit things in our life, but we can always find 5 minutes in our day to do this simple exercise. Now, what you will probably find while you're doing this exercise is that different thoughts will come into your mind. What I must stress is you must not try to stop these, because then they will take your attention away from the counting. The difficulty in meditation is keeping to just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, because there will be things that you'll suddenly remember. There'll be things that maybe want to distract you or grab your attention. You have to not let them, and make sure you keep to your breathing and your counting. When thoughts come in, acknowledge them, but then just let them go. Just let those thoughts go and go back to the counting. So whatever comes into your mind, maybe you're thinking, oh, I need to feed the dogs, whatever. It can be the most mundane thing ever, or it can be something much more serious. But whatever it is, just go, right, well, I'll think about that afterwards. 2, 3, 4. Even if you lose your place in the numbers, it doesn't matter. Just start at 1 again and then continue counting from 1. And by repeating this exercise and doing this for 5 minutes, which is a shorter time than you've watched this video, you can notice a real change in yourself by doing this 2 to 3 times every day. So it's well worth doing. So by doing this simple exercise, counting every time you breathe out, up to 4, then starting at 1 again, you can make a real difference in the levels of your anxiety and stress. And you'll also find the longer you do the meditations for, and by that I mean in days, weeks and months, not in 5, 10 or 15 minutes, the longer you do the meditation for, the more stressful and anxiety events seem less stressful and seem to provoke less of an anxiety reaction. So you can remain calmer in situations that before you even attempted or started meditation, you would have found quite stressful. Now, meditation and hypnosis are very similar in this way, and you can use both to help reduce anxiety and stress. The difference is meditation is focusing on the very state itself and getting yourself into that state, because even the state is beneficial to your health. Hypnosis and hypnotherapy in particular is about using that state to create real positive changes in individuals. And that's a bit more complicated than meditation. But meditation is something we can all do. And as explained, it's very, very simple in practice to understand, to do, but to stay with it and not be distracted. And people do find, if they meditate a lot, that it is very easy to be distracted, because it can sometimes improve memory and it can improve things that have been impaired by the stress that you've been under. And you can notice these physical changes and benefits, and it's very easy for even the benefits to then be a distraction. Oh wow, I'm feeling a lot better. I wonder when that started, and your mind starts to wonder. And that's the danger of meditation. That's a not danger, that's a difficulty in meditation. Keeping on point, keeping on that counting. Now the other advice I would give just before I sign off is, when you are meditating, give yourself that time. By that I mean, if you are going to meditate for 5 minutes, then make sure that you're not going to be disturbed for 5 minutes. If you have kids, that somebody's watching them for that 5 minutes. You know, if you are with your partner, just let them know that you don't want to be disturbed for 5 minutes. Whatever you need to do to get that time for yourself, however long it is, 5, 10 or 15 minutes, make sure you've got that time. That way, you know, while you're meditating, if you hear anything, any distractions, any noises, that it's not your worry till after you've finished that meditation, that you can concentrate on sticking with those numbers, sticking with that meditation, and getting that positive change in your life. It's very simple to do. And one last time, I'll show you all you have to do. Get yourself comfortable. Could be on a chair, could be laid down in bed, on the settee, wherever you want. You don't have to be in the lotus position. You can sit or lay however you like and is comfortable. You can move yourself in any way that you need to while meditating to remain comfortable, and then just breathe. Now you can either concentrate on an object in front of you, use that as a point of focus, and continue with your counting. You can close your eyes and just concentrate on your breathing and continue with your counting. Or you can use lots of different things. You could have maybe music very relaxing music playing in the background, and you can just concentrate on your counting while you focus maybe on the tunes of the music. If you're using music though, use only instrumental. Do not use music with any verbal component. No words in the music. So your point of focus can be an object, it can be just closing your eyes and concentrating on your breathing, or it can be some instrumental music. I must stress, if you are using music, do not use music with any vocal element, because that in itself is very distracting. So, counting to 4, keeping with that counting, concentrating on the breathing, and just focusing on an item yourself, or even just some instrumental music, and repeat this 2 to 3 times every week, and you can notice a real change in yourself. If you have any questions, if you want any more advice about meditation, or indeed any advice about anything that I do or train or offer, then give me a call. The number is 07715 995 110. I can also be contacted on my Facebook business page, which is SPJones Hypnotherapy. And you can see all my videos on YouTube helping with a variety of issues, from anxiety to anger to even jet lag. I've got lots of free stuff on there. However, if you do need a treatment, the free stuff is like a taster. It is not just by itself, because all treatments have to be tailored to every individual, because we are all different. So if you need to make yourself an appointment, give me a call and we can help you out. For the rest of this year, my prices are staying at just £60 per session. This is incredibly cheap. This is cheaper than some of the people that I train. Some of the people that I've trained in hypnosis and techniques like the kinetic shift are charging more than me. So I can't continue this low price indefinitely. But for the rest of the year, to help people out, I'm only £60 a session. After the new year, my price will rise to £100. So if you've been thinking about getting any treatments, now's the time. Thank you, and bye for now.